Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sana Murrani, and I am the principal investigator for the project that I'm going to be talking to you about later on, which is called Creative Recovery. But I'm also the founder of the Displacement Studies Research Network, which is the network that is hosting this event. The event is being funded by the Arts Institute, and I must say that. And it's the annual event, which is the conference that we do, the research conference that we do, which engages the community on an annual basis as part of the network. So the theme for this year for the network is recovery. And the idea of recovery, we're looking at it from different perspectives. We're looking at it from the perspective of mental and health being, well-being recovery, and we're also looking at it from the perspective of spatial recovery. So it's amazing to see the breadth and the extent of our keynote speakers, but also the rest of our speakers today. So we come from 3 different faculties for the people who actually work with us. We have the arts and humanities involved in this. We have the medicine and dentistry, and we also have the social sciences, human sciences involved in here. But most importantly, which is what the network really is kind of thriving to do, it's the idea of engaging with communities and trying to get access, but also to help out what we can in terms of research to for people who are working with people who are displaced, refugees, migration, asylum, and so on and so forth. The 2 keynote speakers for today are actually invited by people part of the network. So this is really interesting that we're applying what we preach in a way. So we have Martin Fowles, sorry, who is the director and the founder of Hope in the Heart. And she's here with us today. And she is also the person who founded Compassionate Plymouth. So she introduced us to our first keynote speaker, Jenny Donovan, who's come all the way from Australia for us, not to see her family down in there. And we also have Kerry Marks, who is recently joined the network as part of our My Funded project, and he is the creative associate funded by the Sustainable Earth Institute to work alongside me, and we've been working together for the last 9 months. Kerry introduced us to Martin, and I'm going to attempt on having a go at your surname, Martin. Martin Biego. Yeah. Maybe. Martin will introduce himself fully in a minute. So both our keynote speakers come from working in practice, and they are involved with projects which are post-conflict, post-recovery, and we have both of them working in very different fields across. So Jenny is an urban designer, and Martin is a consultant, a waste management consultant, and he's worked extensively across the world as well as UN. What we are going to then have afterwards, after the keynotes, we're going to have speakers from the university, but also Kerry's giving a talk later on. And the idea behind all of this is that we're engaging with addressing or answering or rethinking about ways of addressing the subject of recovery from very different fields, which is again something that the network does and been doing quite extensively. So whoever is interested in the network, please get in touch with me. Happy to send you some details about it. But without further ado, we're going to start with our first keynote.